this is going to be a very informal life update of where I've been because I want to get back into filming videos, but I figured without giving you like details about where I've been, then you're kind of going to be lost. And I also want to kind of change my channel to more of like an informal, unedited, I don't know. So I like watching YouTubers who aren't very like staged or edited, and they're just kind of like sitting on the floor showing you what makeup they're using or kind of like life stuff. And that's just kind of like more fun for me to watch. And it's also going to be easier for me to film these type of videos because it's a lot less work. And so with you know, a toddler, I don't really have that much time to film videos, and she does not take naps at all unless we're in the car. So it's kind of difficult. So that's kind of like where I'm at. And I wanted to kind of like update you on what's been going on before I start, you know, filming more videos and all that. So first thing is I'm pregnant again, and I'm 27 weeks pregnant, about to be 28 weeks. I am having a boy and we're really excited. So Ren will be a big sister, and we haven't decided on a name yet. My husband and I cannot, I don't know. We can't agree on a name and whatever, and we're not that worried about it. But anyways, so we have moved. Before I talk about that, I will try to post our gender reveal video. My brothers are videographers and they made a fun little video for us. So I'll try to post that. I'll try to remember to post that. We have moved from Memphis to South Carolina back home. So I'm very excited about that. But we have been like in a serious transition. So my husband is no longer in the military, and he was finishing grad school. He got 2 master's degrees, so he's been in school for a while. And we have been looking for a house. We actually thought we were going to be moving to DC or New York or somewhere else, but thankfully we ended up here. And but the housing market was pretty stressful. It's definitely a seller's market, so it was really hard for us to find a house, but we finally found one, and I'm so excited. So we will be moving in about 3 weeks. We have not had any of our furniture or clothes or all of that for a few months now. It's probably been 6 months since I've had any of that, and I have no clothes. I have none of my maternity clothes. It's been interesting, to say the least. So I'm excited to get my clothes back and just like my stuff and have our own house, and hopefully I can get like a routine again before I have another baby. Let's see, what else did I want to update you on? I want to start making some like pregnancy videos. I just had my glucose test, and that was kind of like a process because when I was pregnant with Ren, I passed out during my glucose test, and I really didn't want to go through that again. I just felt horrible. It made me so sick, and I felt bad for like days afterwards. And then when I started looking up all the ingredients and how horrible it is for you, it was like the last thing I want to do is put that in my body after fasting for like 12 hours. So I spoke with my OBGYN, and initially he was like, well, you either have to take the test or stick your fingers 3 times a day for the remainder of your pregnancy, which is just like not an option. Like, I'm not doing that. So I went and looked at a birthing center, which kind of, I really wanted to go that route because I like to have more of a natural pregnancy, but I just didn't have like a peace about it. Something about it just like didn't feel, I just never got a peace about it. And I also had a few people message me, and when I was on Instagram saying like I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, they were messaging me and saying that, you know, horror stories basically, what happened to them, and if they had had their child in a birthing center, she would have died, and just stuff like that. So I just decided, I'm not going to go with that. But I spoke with my OBGYN more seriously about, you know, a natural birth and kind of what I wanted, as long as everything progressed as I would hope, which did not happen with Ren. So I know things can go wrong, and that's kind of why I wanted to be in a hospital, just in case something went wrong. I felt more comfortable. So he ultimately decided I didn't have to take my glucose test. He said, because I'm not over 30, I'm not overweight, I have a very good diet, and my blood sugar levels when he had taken, you know, panels of blood were really, really good, that he was like, honestly, you don't even really have to have it. But he did say that our pediatrician will want it if the baby's sugar levels aren't great, so he can see like what my levels were. I don't know, the whole thing still confuses me a little bit. But when I heard that, I was kind of like, maybe I do want to take it, because Ren's sugar levels were very low. So I'd have to keep nursing her, and then they would prick her foot and test her. And I figured, like, if this baby had weird levels and they could have used my levels from this test and it could have helped them, then I wish I would have done it. So I just did it. Anyways, long story short, he actually got someone to compound just straight glucose and water. So I didn't have to take the glucola. And it's like, you know, nothing else in there, which I don't know why they don't just offer that. So in case you're pregnant, ask for that. Ask if they'll compound you just straight glucose and water. I did ask him about doing grapefruit juice, because at the birthing center, they let you opt out and just do grapefruit juice. And grape juice. But he said that won't work because it's fructose and not glucose. And that makes sense. Like, glucose, fructose, sucrose are different types of sugar. Your body absorbs them and does different things with them. So another kind of red flag about the birthing center to me was, why did they not know that? Why did they not think that drinking grape juice would give you the same results as glucose? Anyways, I don't know. So I took my test and everything was great. I didn't feel like I was going to pass out. I didn't feel like I was going to throw up. I didn't feel sick for the rest of the day. It was just a much better experience. This stuff, was gross, but it's not nearly as disgusting as the glucola that they give you. And it just wasn't bad. It was fine. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to take the glucose test and you're pregnant, to just get someone to compound glucose and water. And it was a little bit of it wasn't that difficult, but when they did my blood, I had to bring it in, the nurse had to give it to me, and it was a little bit of different procedure with the people drawing my blood and all that, but it wasn't a big deal. Oh, and a funny side note is when I checked in to take the test, a girl behind me had like a big bottle of Mountain Dew, and she was like holding it on for dear life, like waiting for the glucose test to be over so she could drink her Mountain Dew. That's disgusting. She probably could have drank the Mountain Dew instead of the Cola and it would have done the same thing but what was I going to say? Oh, they tell you after the test, no more sugar for the rest of the day and to just eat lots of protein. But she was like waiting to drink her Mountain Dew after her test, and it just like grossed me out so much, and ugh. But anyways, okay, so pregnant, we're moving. I'm trying to think what else life updates I can give you. I just have so many like things I want to share, but I don't know where I want to start. I hope to make videos more frequently and to kind of like get back into the swing of things. And let me know how you feel about like very unedited videos, because I like watching those so much more. And I wonder if other people do too, but it's just YouTube has become this thing where it's like backdrops and lights and, you know, this whole setup. I mean, I had my camera on my daughter's Easter basket on top of envelopes, like to have it up higher. And this is her tent. So anyways, I don't know how you feel about that, but I kind of like prefer videos that aren't so edited and crazy. So I hope to make some hair tutorials and makeup and show you kind of like my favorite things and how I've been organizing. I have like an organizational thing in the car for all of Ren's stuff and all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm not using a diaper bag. I have another bag that I love. All kinds of things. So, thanks for sticking with me even though I've been gone. And I will see you very soon.